Thank you so much, Zamir Asidi Saab. And you are focused more on business to business or B2B cooperation, especially between the businessmen of Pakistan and China. But you had focused more on Xinjiang because the total trade of Pakistan with China is equal to the exports of Xinjiang. So I think if you are right that if we can untap the potential or trade potential of Xinjiang, we will be able to gain more benefit because it neighbors or it connects Pakistan, our northern side, Gilgit Baltistan, and these areas are interlinked with Xinjiang, and I think we can trade by road as well. And if we do this by road, it will be easy for us. And also, you talked about e-commerce. So I think when we talk about online businesses or online purchases, definitely we need to integrate between the or maybe integrate our products in the Chinese market, or if we are into the e-commerce, we have to export, we have to sell our products, and by connecting with their sites, so it's really a good idea, especially for the businessman or the business community. So thank you so much for your wonderful remarks and your precious time. Now we have other panelists as well. If we have Usman Zulfikar Ali, Usman, okay, Usman is not here. So, Dr. Saab, I would just like to ask that you discussed in a very detail about Xinjiang, China, Xinjiang, Pakistan. So, you also focused more on agricultural cooperation. So, I mean, what do you think that because you also talked about the trade zones or border, trade zone in Pak-China border in Xinjiang region. So I would like to just ask more about it. That I mean, what we can do because we have seen that we are agricultural country. So do we have any kind of processing plant? Do we have any kind of thing related to agriculture in Gilgit Baltistan or any of the that part of Pakistan? Do we have those facilities where we can manufacture or grow and then import that product to Xinjiang? So, what are your comments on that or your remarks? Or
It's a very good question. Uh, we have already dealt good cooperation with Xinjiang region, research centers, universities, and others scientific centers for the further strengthening of agricultural cooperation. So there is an urgent need to systemize the ongoing agricultural cooperation in terms of productions, uh, in terms of hybrid using of hybrid seeds, in terms of introduce a lot of new varieties of rice, chilies, and many other cashable commodities with the help of Xinjiang. We can seek expertise and try to convince this policymaker of China to oblige Pakistan's agricultural commodities to be processed or to be branded in Xinjiang. And we also try to seek expertise from Xinjiang in terms of cotton production, in terms of wheat, in terms of many other associated agricultural products. The way out for the further strengthening of agricultural cooperation may be out of the box because some years ago, especially in the era of General Musharraf, we were ready to lease out our land to many Middle East countries, especially UAE, Saudi Arabia, or Qatar. So that kind of model may also be replicated to allure to attract more and more foreign direct investment expertise, agriculture production model from Xinjiang in Pakistan, so that our overall agricultural productivity may increase in the days to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saab, for your explanation. Now we will be moving towards the question answer session. So the floor is open for the question answer session. If anybody would like to ask the question, they can raise their hand, they can open the mic and ask, or they can also write down in the chat box as well. So if you have any question, you can ask.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Walaikum salam.
So my question is to Dr. Mahmood Hussain Khan. And my question is, how does Xinjiang involvement impact regional stability and cooperation, especially in relation to neighboring countries involved in CPEC? Thank
Your question was not clear. I don't know if Mahmood Saab understood or not, but
No,
if you
not
write
understood.
down, because I couldn't understand the question.
you. Sir, I can repeat that again. How does Xinjiang involvement impact regional stability and cooperation, especially in relation to neighboring countries involved in CPEC?
Over to you, Dr. Saab. I think he would like to ask about the regional connectivity with the neighboring countries, and if you can answer the question.
Yeah, regional security has been a big issue for the eastward development of CPEC for so many years, because of the one of the main reason has been the political constant and continued political instability, infiltration of terrorism, TTP activation, and many others terrorist franchise operating from Afghanistan. Afghanistan is the middle corridor, uh, but being middle corridor doesn't mean that the dreams of a greater regional connectivity may be compromised because of the middle corridor status. The serious concerns have already been conveyed to policymaker of China vis-a-vis Afghanistan in uh, ability to cope with the emerging law and order situation, especially the current surge in shape of TTP in terms of so many suicidal attacks from the soil of Afghanistan. So regional security has been the big issue, but there are a lot of alternative, and one of the alternative I have already explained, the quadrilateral transit trade between Pakistan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Kazakhstan. And good thing is that it has achieved its litmus test, and first consignment has reached to the capital of Kazakhstan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Do we have any other question? Dr. Saab, I think we do not have further questions. It was related to regional security and stability, and it was beautifully explained by you about the. Okay, we have a question from Farah. In what ways does Xinjiang resource-rich nature impact the economic dynamics of CPEC?
Yeah, that I have already answered. Xinjiang has great diversification of resources, expertise, services, orientations, productive channels, service sector, digitalization, e-commerce, and moreover, it has become the biggest, one of the biggest connecting hub for onward trade to different region of China, Middle East, European countries. It has also become the one of the biggest global supply chain center, and it has developed so many basic industries in the so many free trade zones, special economic zones in Xinjiang, which can be utilized for the further development of China-Pakistan economic corridor in terms of artificial intelligence, in terms of e-commerce, in terms of digitalization, in terms of ICT, in terms of uh, uh, Pakistan, China air corridor, in terms of uh, um, digitalization corridors, agriculture corridor, and most of them is to foster or accelerate the green transformation in Pakistan. Xinjiang has the expertise to convert sandy land and deserts into green uh, fields, which may also be used to utilize to make uh, green fields, especially in the Thar desert, Bahawalpur or Bahawalnagar areas. So potentials are very much, and there is a concrete need to tap all that potential of Xinjiang in different diverse sector of economy, in terms of joint ventures, in terms of transfer of technology, in terms of wind and solar panel productions, in terms of modern agricultural cooperation. So all these factors may further accelerate the space, scope, utility, and strategic importance of CPEC in the days to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the explanation. Um, do we have any question? Anybody else would like to ask any question or any comment? Multazim Saab is with us. If you would like to add any comments, Multazim Saab, regarding the Xinjiang and business to business cooperation or anything, or any of your remarks or opinion on that. Okay, so Dr. Saab, I think we don't have further questions or opinions or remarks. So we have to end up our session, today's session here, and it was very insightful discussion and talk regarding Xinjiang, the immense potential and how we can get benefited from Xinjiang. So it was more focused on economic cooperation, business to business, and cooperation and interaction between the business communities of Pakistan and Xinjiang, and establishment of what you discussed, quadrilateral traffic in transit agreement, so in which one consignment has already been uh, sent to Kazakhstan. So I think we need to focus more on these things, particularly joint ventures, and our businessmen has to focus on e-commerce, digitalization, and other aspects to further strengthen our economic cooperation by utilizing the potential of Xinjiang region. And it is definitely beneficial for Pakistan and China-Pakistan economic corridor. So again, I would like to thank Dr. Mahmood Al Hassan for your insightful talk, and the panelist Zamir Asadi Saab for joining us and for the questions as well. So we have to end up our today's session. By next week, inshallah, we will be meeting the same day, same time. We are left with 2 sessions only, in which we will be talking about agricultural cooperation and the future prospects of this. And we have 8 sessions total, so we are left with 2. So next week is the last week of our online internship program. And so see you next week, inshallah. And thank you so much, everyone. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much.